What's going on, guys? It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. If you're new here, hit the subscribe over there, over yonder, and hit the little bell so you get notified every single time that I drop new content. And if it resonates, comment, like, and or subscribe if you feel called to, because then you're gonna see what's good. Alright, and we're gonna see what's good today. Alright, you clicked on this video because you want to see what the hell people are assuming about you. What are the assumptions? It doesn't matter what they're assuming, but sometimes we like to see the tea, because why not, you know? Sometimes it could be something that we could work on too, because sometimes we can always grow. If we are unaware of how we project ourselves to others, then we don't know how we can improve. And I feel like that's kind of the intention that I'm setting as well. And just for shits and giggles too, because this is for entertainment purposes as always. But we're gonna see what are people assuming about you versus reality. Like, we're gonna get the reality of your life and see like who you are, what you are about, and all the aspects of yourself. And then in the same aspect, we're also gonna see what people are assuming about you based off of how you act and what you do and your energy and what everything else. I don't know, we'll figure it out and see what the hell is coming to you anyway. Alright, anyway. Wow, this is gonna be a good video. I already see it. So I'm gonna show you pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Intuitively pick whichever pile you feel you called to. You can pick more than one pile and see if there's other messages in other piles. If not, you can watch another reading, but we get the current energy to see if it matches, as always, just to see if this is your message, like when you click your video, obviously. So pile 1 is hidden familiars. Look at that. Okay. Life path 8s, possibly. We have levitation. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. We have, that's pile 2. Pile 3 is vervain, everlasting. Some of you guys might like the vampire sagas, Vampire Diaries, Twilight, all that stuff, the originals. And we have ocean's muse. Some of you guys are connected to the ocean. Some of you guys are really connected to nature and animals too. I feel like all of you guys are healing energies. Oh. Alright, and you're very connected to the divine. Take a minute if you need to and pick your pile. And then we'll go forward and tell you the tea in regards to people's assumptions. And as always, if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box. It's way quicker, but if you feel like you just want to do through Instagram, you still can. But you're gonna have to deal with my email regardless, or send me your email. So, you know. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for shooting me likes when you feel like it resonates. It really does help, and I'm trying to grow and make an impact in this world, and I hope you guys are too. I feel like you guys are. I feel like you guys are very deep light workers, and you know, at the end of the day, what people assume about you, it never really reflects reality. So just take what resonates and don't let this reading take from you. Alright, but I will love you and I will see you on your pile. Bye. What's going on, pile number 1? You guys are number 1 in everything, aren't you? No, I'm just kidding. It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. Bam! If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you get notified every single time that I post. And if it resonates, you know, shoot me a comment, give me a thumbs up, let me know. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing, for the support, for the love, for any donations or anything like that, or choosing me to be your reader, okay? And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box, and that's your best bet. Okay? But thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also have an Instagram where you can watch any of those videos. They are timeless as well. They're just what you need to know at whatever time that you're watching this. I don't know why I felt called to say that, but I did. Anyway, so let's get it started. Pile number 1. First, we're going to get your current energy, and then we're going to see your reality on this side, and then we're going to see the assumptions that people have about you. Only take what resonates, you know, obviously, and notice that these are assumptions. So I mean, Yeah, some of these might be triggering. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why do you think that when this is my reality, bruh? But people don't know you, you know? People don't really know everything, so. And no matter how much you tell them, they really won't know, okay? But, let's get some messages. Why do I feel like you guys got some haters? Also, you guys may be seeing a lot of animals. You have spirit animals, and you also have, what is it called? Totems, and just a lot of guidance, a lot of angels around you, and they're showing themselves in a lot of ways. Oh, you guys picked, I didn't even show you guys what you guys picked. We got hidden familiars, okay, and it says allies, natural assistance, divine support, and comfort. Alright. We got 33, so some of you guys might be a life path 33, life path 8. We have opening circle, protection, ritual, lessons, and simplicity. We got a lot of magic. That's a lot of magic right there. You guys are magical beings. I'm already getting some assumptions. Beautiful. Anyway, well actually that probably is your reality. You're just a magical being. And we have hollowed heart, and it says, what is that? Veneration, sensuality, gentleness, and nakedness. Alright, so, you guys are seeing a lot of signs, seeing a lot of synchronicities, receiving a lot of messages, getting a lot of downloads, okay? But also I feel like you're seeing a lot in the 3D. A lot in the 3D. The bottom of the deck is herbal craft, regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, and bloomer. You guys have been going through a period of healing. Thus, this rest and relaxation, this hermit mode that you have been in has kind of brought you back to life again. I feel like you're going to trust your intuition. You guys might be seeing 333, 777, or 888. A lot of healing for you on a physical level is happening as well. Maybe you guys are just getting over an illness or something like that, or just like your mindset is shifting and you're becoming more positive and just starting to embrace your energies, your heart, and your soul a lot more, and you're kind of questioning like what do you want to invest in and where do you want to go. I feel like your psychic abilities are very, very, very heightened right now. You might be experiencing things that you might feel are a little creepy. They might be new to you, and you're like, what the fudge is this, bro? Like, especially if you're like thinking about something and all of a sudden you see it. Or like, what happens to me is I'll be like listening to like a song or a radio, and then I'll look at like something and I'll be reading something, and then that song will say what I'm reading. That might be confirmation for you. If that happens to you, that is a message. It could be happening in conversations, people's conversations around you. You're just seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. But also I feel like you're starting to bloom, and source is like pushing you to step out of your comfort zone and kind of shine your light and be your true self, because I feel like you went through a point of like heartbreak because you felt denied, but whoever denied you, they weren't a part of your journey, and now you figured yourself out. You found out who you are. You're honestly probably starting a new craft and starting to become open to a new circle and discovering maybe new friends, new rituals, and like you learned your lessons that you needed to learn, and now you're gonna start being more vulnerable, more honest, and more authentic. I feel like you're taking off your mask. So if that resonates with your current energy, and you feel like you're about to start a whole new self, taking off that mask. Look at the bottom of the deck over here. Well, the other bottom. Yeah. You got choices. You're meant to be of service, though, for real, for real. Never forget. Alright. But we're going to see what is your reality versus what your assumptions are. So if you are ready for this, and that was your current energy, then stick around, because it's going to get real. So, let's see. Pile number 1. Incarnation. What is your reality of your personality? Any traits, personality traits? Your reality. And what do people assume about you based off of what you present to the world? overall assumptions about you is people feel like you portray yourself as this angel, as this beautiful angelic being, and they don't feel that is true. They think that you're lying. They think you're trying to mislead them, manipulate them, get something from them. That's what people are assuming. How dare you assume that of my pile number? What do you call it? And we have the mystic in reverse too, so they really do feel like, I don't know, you guys must be spiritual or something? Hold up. Alright. But let's see. We already got your assumptions coming out, but I wanted to get your reality first. So we're gonna get your fucking reality first. We have Advocate. So recently you've been focusing on yourself, right? Your reality is you're focusing on self, not because you're selfish, but because you're trying to figure out what inspires you to be fulfilled, what inspires you to take action. What would you do if money wasn't an option? That's what you're trying to do. We have visionary, right? And honestly, you've been trying to gain insight from everybody else, right? And I do feel, because this mystic, it's like you're very intuitive, but for some reason you're not really trusting your intuition. Again, there's something about personal gain. People, like, I feel like, I don't know, some of you guys could be tarot readers or something like that, but some people don't believe that you actually, like, know what you're talking about or are as wise as you are. But you honestly don't believe in yourself, and that's probably why people are saying that. It's because you're not trusting your intuition right now. This is your reality. But you are very fair, and you have respect, right? Because we have the mediator. You have mediator. You have respect for both sides of every situation. I feel like you might have Libra in your chart, but you're very, very in tune with, like, all right, I see this side, but I also see this side. Like, I see both sides of every situation. It's like that kind of vibe, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it might throw off people. And they might not really understand, like, what your real motives are. They really think that the way... Because you guys are very... Because we have teacher too. You guys are very skilled. You're very smart. You're very experienced. You're very fair. And you're very, like... People respect you, right? You... It's just about your belief. There's something about your confidence, and you don't believe in yourself, and that is honestly kind of your reality right now. Is you don't see that you are meant to be this person who joins forces with others and kind of brings the world together in multitudes of ways with your voice, with your wisdom, with your skills, whatever they are. You have some knowledge and experience and something that you're very gifted at, and you're meant to put that out into the world, you know? You're a teacher, and I don't know. I just feel like you inspire a lot of people. You're very compassionate and caring, and it's like you kind of don't believe. You just don't believe in your vision. It's like maybe it's just not coming fast enough, or your intuition is blocked or something. But let's see, what are your assumptions right now? What are people assuming about you? Interesting. This contrast. So we have priest, we have victim, we have fool, and we have mystic. They're assuming, right, that you are definitely connected to spirituality, but they're also thinking that, like, you might be crazy. Not even that you're crazy, it's just like they're assuming, like, that, like, this person just thinks they're psychic, this person thinks they're connected, this person thinks that they're some type of angel, some high vibrational being. There's no way. I don't know, there may be like people who don't believe in any of that stuff, like people who are atheists, or their religious beliefs like would be like, no, this isn't real. Like their beliefs are skewing them. So I don't know who you're surrounded by, but it could be people that it could be people that you don't even know, people who follow you on social media and stuff like that too. But they think that, like, all right, this thing, this high priest thing that they're putting out, they're putting this out to to gain something, right? To fool people into like be begging, how do you say it? Bending to their whim? I can't. Bending at their whim? I don't know. People also feel like you're sad, though. They're assuming that you're sad and that you're hiding your sadness, especially with this fool and this victim. They do see, like, they're like, all right, and maybe you went through a tough time, but I feel like you probably put that out there and now you're healing, and people still feel like, nah, they're faking it. They're not over that. They're not healed yet. There's no way. And you probably did the healing. Even though you don't believe in yourself yet, you're making the moves to do the healing. They also feel like you know, some people assume that you don't have boundaries. Some people assume that you don't have boundaries. Some people assume that you just let anybody into your life. Some people assume that you're fake. And you are probably being your true authentic self, and this is why you don't believe in yourself, because you probably have people surrounding you that are probably like just kind of hating on you and don't believe in what you believe in, and then it kind of makes you doubt yourself and makes you think that you're crazy. So this is confirmation that if you have been surrounding yourself around people and you feel like a vibe, like, oh, everything you say that they kind of just put it off or throw it off, maybe you should stop spending time with them, because they clearly think you're delusional. They dead ass do not, like, yeah, they're assuming that you are. And when you go through a spiritual awakening, you gotta do it alone. Like, I don't know, maybe you've been telling people about your spirituality or your gifts and stuff like that. And yeah, if you put it on social media, there's nothing you can do about that. People are gonna think what they think, right? Because I feel like there's some social media presence, or you guys are like on social media too. And you put your stuff out there, you know, as much as you can. You might not be confident all the time, but you're doing the damn thing, and you're putting yourself out there. And I feel like what you post and stuff like that, people think you're delusional to believe in that stuff. They're assuming like, wow, this person has lost their mind to believe in spirituality or whatever. I don't know who you surround yourself around with, but it's not your vibe. So please use your discernment. Alright, what are people assuming? And then reality. So let's get reality. Your reality. What else? What else? And assumptions. What are they assuming? Asking questions? Assuming? Bottom of the deck. Let it go. Alright, so that represents to me that you do need to let these people go if you do start to realize who the hell I'm talking about in regards to these assumptions. If people are assuming these things about you, maybe it's time that you just kind of take your power back and just let it go. But also people do feel that, like, when you do let them go, because maybe these are people from the past assuming that, they feel like, no, you're still tied to them, and that if they came back to your life, or people who let go of you, they're assuming that if you saw them again, you would take them back. And I'm sure you would probably be cordial and stuff like that, because you're forgiving and loving and compassionate, but I don't think that you would take them back. So they're delusional. Haha. We have a tall tale. We have time machine. I wish I had a time machine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's funny. Alright, we have the land between. I was about to say the land before time. If you like the land before time, oh, you did? I did too. And we have a grand symphony. Alright, let's talk about it. I feel like some of you guys have been going through imposter syndrome. I can relate. And you feel like, you know, you're going crazy because you're trying to figure out what's the best path to your abundance. You want to be in your future already, because you already know that your future is going to be amazing, right? And that's why you're letting go of things, and that's why you're moving forward. But like right now, it's like you feel like you're kind of fake to yourself, and maybe that's why people are getting this fakeness from you, this fake energy. You have to believe in yourself, because when you don't believe in yourself, nobody's gonna believe in you. Okay, just remember that you are powerful and you have all the power that you need. I feel like something is fogging your memory, or fogging, not your memory, is blocking you from seeing your true potential, and it probably has something to do with something that happened in your childhood, or like maybe a teacher, a boss, or a friend told you something or said something to you, and it might have stuck with you and you believed it and you haven't let go of that belief. This is a reminder to you, or a sign that you need to let it go and become your own muse for yourself. Create for yourself, not for anybody else. Don't do things for clout. Don't do things for money. Don't do things to buy people's love. Okay, if you don't want to feel like an imposter, make sure you're doing things, and you're very fair. That's the thing. So I feel like you're gonna be okay. But just a reminder for those who might have forgotten that you need to make sure that you are doing things for the greater good of yourself, but everyone else too, and not for your ego's benefit, not for anything in the 3D, not for money and stuff like that. Money, power, respect. You know. Do it because you love to do it. What are the assumptions about you? We have feeling the world. A lot of people think you have the world in your palm. In perfect harmony. Some of you guys, they feel that your life is perfect. They feel like everything flows easily for you. They feel like you are always surrounded, because we have birds of feather, always surrounded by people who give you the best feelings. And we have a merry motive, because you're probably always happy. So people are assuming, because you're letting go of the toxic things, that you are taking control of your life, and like you have the world. You have the world in the palm of your hand. And you probably do. It's just, you know, once you get past this kind of lesson about, you know, figuring out your true calling and your true self, and understanding that you are not an imposter, that you have these powers, and these powers are very powerful for a reason, and you are meant to use these powers to change the world and change all the people that you surround yourself with, and you're going to continue to manifest like souls and continue to be happy. Woo! But anyway, yeah, people really do feel like also that you maybe are gifted. Some of you guys could be witches or something like that. They're assuming that you do like magic, and that like you are like trying to seduce or manifest or manipulate. They think that you're some type of magician, or you just, yeah, you do what you want and you get what you want. Okay, that's beautiful. Some of you guys could be 20, 25, 24. What else? What else? What else? Some of you guys probably be yelling sometimes. And people assume just because you be yelling or talk loud and shit that you're gonna be rude or mean. Like, no. Or you guys have a bitch face too. Some of you guys have like a resting bitch face. Not a bitch ass face, okay? I just meant a bitch face. You know what I mean? And people feel like that you just look mean, so they might feel like you're mean, but they're just assuming that you're mean. Just because you have a serious ass face, you're probably thinking about God knows what, like your puppy or something. Like you're just chilling. Anyway, what's your reality? Pile number one. Pile number one. And your assumptions that people make. What assumptions do people make about you? What assumptions do people make about you? Bottom of the deck is go wild. Wild! Honestly, you are a wild child, and you do things that are kind of different and wild, but it's not because you're being reckless. I feel like you're very calculated in your wildness. Like, you'll do shit, but only because you trust that you are supported and guided and protected. You're not gonna be out here fucking just like, you know, doing crazy shit. Like, you would go skydiving, and you know, people think you're wild for that, but you trust that you are protected, and you did it because, you know, why not? But let's get your reality. It says step up and lead. You guys are stepping into a new business venture, a promotion, a new job. Some new aspect of your life is changing in your financial realm. That's cool. Open up to change, and you're open to it, and it might be different than what you're used to. Like, it's definitely something that you never really dabbled with before, so maybe that's why you don't believe in yourself, and you might feel like you're an imposter right now, because this is something that is unexpected, and you're being called to step up and lead. Even though you're a natural born leader, I feel you're scared. Okay, you're very confident, but now I feel like, whoa, because you've been confident and you believe in yourself, now this is a new phase. You're not used to this, so fear is stepping in. Whoa. Detoxify. So yes, again, you are detoxifying. You're letting things go. You've been kind of stubborn in regards to that. You know, fear has been holding you back from pushing away the people who kind of like dimming your light, but I feel like now you're finally letting that go. You're opening up to change and stepping up and taking lead of your life. and forgive. And you're forgiving those people. You're forgiving those people. You might be having dreams about these people too. And if you're having dreams about certain people that you might have let go of as a reason, it's because you need to forgive them and let it go. That's your subconscious mind telling you to let this go because it's not serving you anymore. Or you physically need to let go of this person from your life if you're still like involved with them. But let's see what your assumptions are. And it says, be proud of yourself. People like probably think that you congratulate yourself so much. They're like, oh my God. First of all, people are proud of you, but they're assuming like you must be proud of yourself because you have put in so much work. It says work through your feelings. Some people assume that you're very angry, very stubborn. Again, I was getting that bitch face thing. But people also feel like you have strong boundaries and you love yourself enough to work through your feelings and let go of things that don't serve you, which is matching up with this detoxify and forgive. And so I feel like you do portray yourself as your true authentic self, which I said from the beginning, but people just kind of assume kind of wild shit because you are into like things that people don't really believe in. Like people think you're delusional, like I said, but you know what, live your life. I resonate with that. And it says make time for self-love, and I do feel like you put yourself first a lot. Again, because you've been putting in a lot of work towards something that you've been working for, so you've been choosing yourself and been working through your feelings and been like, you know, kind of just motivated and tunnel vision for yourself, right? And it says believe in your good luck. People think you're lucky. They're assuming that you are lucky. You're lucky, you love yourself, you've worked through your feelings, you're becoming your best self, and you're very proud of yourself, and you do wild things, and you go wild, you explore, you travel, you live your life freely, and that's probably because you do. But the thing is that they don't know that you have to fight through fear on a daily basis when you wake up, and you have to shift yourself, and that's beautiful. So some of you guys are Taurus, we have Aries, we have Libra, we have Pisces, we actually have like all signs. I have Leo, I have Capricorn, Aquarius, heavy Taurus though, and did I say all the signs? Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, yeah, okay, you get the gist of it. Don't you now, don't you? Alright, we're already at 24 minutes. I didn't even get tarot. I'm gonna get tarot and then we're gonna get some closing messages. What do people assume about y'all overall? What do people assume about my pile number ones? What are some assumptions? Assumptions about my pile number ones. We got the 9 of Swords. Haha. That's not fun. I don't know, I was laughing. I was laughing because I saw the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. People think you got like, you might be fucking going through some back problems. Maybe you actually talk about that too. People are assuming like, damn, pile 1 is stressed and that's causing their body to hurt. If you talk about aches and pains, they know that's stress causing it. We have the 4 of Swords. People assume you love to sleep, but also people are assuming that you are healing from something to gain back your confidence. Maybe they are assuming that something hit your confidence and caused you to become very stressful or stressed. Or you're stressed and that's affecting your confidence. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. People say you're very decisive. You know what you want and you go after it. Even if you can't see it, you're like, you know what? I don't care. I trust and I know that it's going to happen. We got the King of Wands. People are assuming that you're an entrepreneur. You have your own business. You're very confident. You got it together. You're courageous. They also assume you're very well traveled. You're creative. And you make time for health, like for your health. And you make time to, you know, kind of go through your mind, something about your mind. I don't know what you do. You journal. You're very into like mental health. And people are assuming like you have mental health practices because they know that you have stress in your life. Wow, with the Tower coming through. People assume that you are always transforming, always changing, and always down to change. And also that you're a king, you're a queen, you're a god, you're a goddess. You're healthy, you're sexy. Some people assume that you're very good in the bed. I'm gonna keep this PG-13. We ain't gonna go crazy, but yeah, people think that your sex is bomb AF. Your D is good, your P is good. I don't give it. You probably they also assume that you give good. You know what I'm saying? Fellatio? Is that what it is? Yeah. If you don't know what fellatio is, look it up, please. Oral. And the Three of Cups is in reverse. People assume that you're a people person. You're always partying, celebrating, even though you're not, because you're hermit mode. You're always but sometimes you go on vacation. People assume like, wow, because you're fun. People assume that you're fun to be around. Even though you might be stressed, you're still always fun because they always see you happy, smiling, just doing your thing, drinking, partying, having your life. You might not let people see like the hard work and the dedication that you put into your life. But I do feel like people feel like you are they're assuming that, you know, you're going through a rough time right now that's causing you stress, and you have to make a decision to take an action towards something that is going to change, and you're going to celebrate. People see that you have reasons. They're assuming that you're celebrating, though. Even though, like, you're going through something rough, they see that you're still winning, and they're assuming that because they know that you are going to make it through. You're a fighter. And we have the Six of Wands. Victorious. You're in the spotlight. A lot of people like you, and people assume that you have a lot of friends, even though you probably just know a lot of people. You don't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? You smell what I'm stepping in? I don't know why I always say that for a certain pile, and I'm like, huh. And then I end up watching the pile after, and I'm like, hey, you smell what I'm stepping in? What are we stepping in? Fuck are you stepping in, bro? And why you always yo, it's mad funny, random story, but I used to always step in dog shit when I was younger, and I never understood it. But I was literally manifesting that all the time, because after I would step in dog shit one day, I literally probably said I always step in dog shit, and then I always started to step in dog shit. And that just came up because be careful what you program into your subconscious mind. What you say manifests into your life, and it becomes your reality. So that's why you need to speak confidence into your life. Affirmations are very important for you. Alright, source coming through to channel some random message. Anyway, last messages in regards to pile number one's reality. Pile number one's reality. Pile number one's reality. Oh my god, who are you? Oh, we had a flipper. Where'd you go? What you hide from me? Wow, your reality is beautiful. No wonder people are like, what? They see it though. I don't know why they think you're no. That was only some people who think you're delusional. That's not going to be everybody. That's going to be the haters. And what are people assuming about you? Assumptions about pile one. Pile number one. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. Polishing my heart. Overall, you have been healing, and people see it. And people see that you're going through a glow up, and you're polishing up. You're maybe taking better care of yourself. You're doing better routines that are improving you on a spiritual, emotional, and physical level. And people do see that. And you see it. You're seeing results, and that's why you're happy. Because we have inspiring others, we have receiving elation, amplifying abundance, and exploring unity consciousness. We have the crown chakra, we have the crown and the sacral, solar plexus, and the sacral and the throat chakra. Whew, why am I so hyped right now? Anyway, an affirmation just came to me. I am in control of my life, and I choose to let go of negative beliefs. So right now you're letting go of negative beliefs. It says, I am eternal light appearing as all. You understand that you are connected to everything, which is why you are fair, which is why you see both sides of everything, which is why you understand that if you can make abundance and you see other people who have abundance and happiness and who are healthy and living their best lives, why can't you? And you're trying to inspire others to do the same, right? He said, I am born of infinite joy. Like abundance, elation, happiness, joy, fulfillment is our birthrights. And you know that and understand that, and you're embodying that. And that's beautiful. Shout out to you, Pal One. Whew. Nice. We have amplifying abundance. So abundance is, look, abundance is my birthright, and I receive it now. So yeah, you guys are coming into money, like I said, or you've been working on something and you know it's going to bring you money and it's coming. You might be getting signs or something like that. and that is a sign. Again, in the beginning, your current energy is you're receiving a lot of signs. Some of those signs that you are receiving could be in regards to this financial endeavor or your job or whatever it is. And however you make money, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. You are helping. Again, there was teacher, like you are inspiring. You're like a spiritual leader. Again, I did get tarot readers. I know you're spiritual. You guys are definitely spiritual because people think you're delusional. Like some people who are just kind of stuck in the 3D, they think like, oh my god, this person is a wizard or a witch and they're doing crazy shit, and that's why they're getting all this abundance, happiness, and joy, even though you're just healing and putting in the work and just like letting go of your shadows, but also accepting your shadows and becoming one with yourself and one with everyone. Wow, you guys are fire. You're fucking fire. Oh my god, you are worthy of true love and abundance. I love you. And what are people assuming about you? And we have, what do we have? Liberating love. A lot of people think that you have a lot of love in your life. We have activating third eye. Your psychic abilities are improving. So everyone knows that you're psychic. Everyone fucking knows that you're gifted. It says acknowledging apprehension. They see that you're not trusting your intuition. Asking for angelic support. They also feel like you're praying. You're praying, or you need to pray. They're like assuming that you're probably praying because you might be going through that tough time. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. They think you're living a fulfilling and beautiful life. I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. They feel like you are changing your beliefs because maybe you used to believe in something, or maybe you were religious before or something like that, and then you ended up shifting, and now people see that and they're like, oh my god, this person used to be like Catholic or Christian or something like that, and now they're over here spiritual and living a whole different life, and you transformed and you found yourself, and you're still figuring yourself out, but like people see that, you know, that your beliefs are different because you're intuitive and you're trusting your intuition and you're creating your life. And it says, when it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. So people see that you say no easy. They're saying that it's like easy for you to be like, you're like, once I'm unsure, I don't want to go to this, I'm not going. They're like, if you say maybe to them, like maybe someone hits you up and they're like, do you want to go to this party? And you're like, maybe. They're like, that's a no. And even though you don't want to say it, you should be straight up though, but like you don't want to say it because maybe you're unsure. You're like, maybe I shouldn't go, but your intuition is like, no, it's a no, and then they know automatically it's a no. So that's funny. They trust your intuition more than you do because they're like, they ain't coming. Oh my god, that's so funny. You need to trust your intuition, guys. Do some third eye work, meditation, anything that can help you with your work with certain crystals. You know, amethyst, anything like that, phosphosiderite, selenite, clear quartz, any of that stuff, amazonite. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. People also feel that you are very open and authentic, except for the people who think you're delusional. So just forget about them. They're fucking haters. But that had to come out again so we can like really be like, you know, so you can assess like who, because you know who that is. I feel like you know who we're talking about or who thinks that you're delusional, and you're like, I bet. Now that you witnessed this or heard it from me, you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't fucking with you no more. But I feel like you're very honest about your feelings to people, and people see that and they're like, wow. And also they know that you're protected and that you believe you're protected. You talk about protection, you talk about your guides, you talk about spirituality a lot, and they feel like, damn, you know, this person's connected. Anyway, I'm gonna pull a couple things from my random pile of stuff. It's not even a box of shit this time, it's just a random pile of stuff. We're just gonna pull 2 things. Okay, so we have do not disturb. We're smoking herb. Some of you guys, you're fool. You're cool. I was about to say you're fool. You're fool as fuck. You're cool as fuck, bro. Some of you guys like to smoke bud. People think that you're a stoner. That could be your reality, that you do like to smoke bud. I also have from Jalissa's messages. She also has YouTube. If you don't subscribe, go ahead subscribe. But this is making me think that you guys, they're assuming that you are making money. You are making money and you're doing something that, you know, maybe you do like magic for real. They really do think that you're like manifesting, you're doing magic or whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, these are your assumptions versus your reality. You can see how your reality still does affect people's assumptions, but some people just be assuming the craziest shit, but that's because of the fact that that is their reality. They're not really looking at life the way that you look at it. You see things as they are. They look at things through the lens of their past, so don't take that personal. But it's your girl Dre, and this is the Owlet's Intuition. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. What's up, pile number 2? It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owlet's Intuition. What are you, smoking or something, bruh? No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know. Anyway, if you're new here, hit the subscribe over there down below and give me a thumbs up if this resonates. Give me some comments if you feel like, you feel called to or whatever. And if this don't resonate, just watch another video or do something that makes you happy. Okay? As long as you're doing what makes you happy, that's all that matters. So we're going to get your current energy real quick, and we're going to see what is your reality. Why did I get that? What? I feel like you're questioning something. Right now, you're questioning everything. I don't know what's happening. Oh, we got belief, too, because it says belief, right? So maybe you're questioning your beliefs. Oh, okay. Levitation, People can levitate, and that's hard to believe. So maybe there's something that you can do that you're like, what? And honestly, it can help you, and it has to do with something spiritual. Okay? And I feel like you can connect with certain things, or certain things, and when you ground yourself and elevate your energy, and you release the past, and you start just being present, and you start to harness these energies and harness these powers, and it's really powerful. But anyway, let's get it. So we have levitation. I believe this is connected to the sacral chakra in my eyes. And it says higher ground, belief, mastery, and meditation. So right now you're focusing on what your beliefs are. You're focusing on raising your vibration. You're focusing on healing your inner child. You're focusing on just becoming a master of life, I'm getting. Maybe you've been doing a lot of personal development, a lot of self-help, assessing, a lot of healing. You've been looking at yourself, looking at your reflection. That's what I'm getting. That's good. Also, you guys have been smoking. Some of you guys have been smoking because I saw 420. That's funny. Ha 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 ha. If you've been trying to sway before, if you've been trying to use substances and stuff like that to avoid your emotions, I feel like you're not doing that anymore. Look at this mirror number, 21 and 12. So you guys might be seeing 333 a lot, or a lot of mirrored numbers. We have Baraka. That makes me think of Mortal Kombat. So maybe there's been some fights and stuff like that in your life recently, and then you're like, I'm taking my power back, because we have power, strength, force, and expansion. And you're like, what? That's why you've been focused on this, because you don't want to be around the drama anymore. You want to focus on your happiness, build up your power, your strength, and you've been separating, working hard on yourself, and spending time with friends and family members who uplift you and enlighten you. You've been getting creative too. We have psychic. Look at the 333 coming through as confirmation, bro. Heavy orange though, right, with the sacral chakra. So I do feel like you've been healing your inner child, or a lot of inner child triggers have been happening, and you've been kind of like looking at them. Or if you haven't, this is a call for you to do that. But this is your current energy, so I feel like most of you guys are. Psychic flames, sacred milk, druid magic. Why am I feeling this chest? What is happening in my chest right now? I am nervous. What was I saying earlier? You guys was like confused. Was you confused? I forgot. This is what happens when you're like so in the zone and you're channeling. Alright, well. And we have Bion Blessing, Security, the Hermit, Expansion, and Stability. So you guys have been really, really closing your light, right? You have been kind of dimming your light and kind of just keeping yourself to yourself so you can, build yourself up, figure out your beliefs. You've been in Hermit. You've been trying to expand, build a stable foundation, gain your power back. You've been doing magic possibly, and feeding yourself, doing a lot of self-love, self-care, feeding yourself really good, luxurious things. Oh my god, this is a 3-2 with the 333. Yes, you could be seeing 777 as well, or 6662. Excuse me. But anyway, let's see anything else I can get. What? Are you from Ireland? That's not even an Irish accent. But I just thought of Ireland because of this. Okay, that's cool. Some of you guys got red hair too. But if that's your current energy, or you feel like that resonates with you, then stick around, because these are going to be your assumptions, well, people's assumptions against you and your reality. So let's see what your personality traits are. What personalities are you embodying right now? What have you been acting like? Or just like, what have you been just doing? In regards to like your archetypes. Like what's going on for those, and then we'll get, what do you call it? People's assumptions. What the hell? Okay, what are people assuming about you? What are they assuming about you? What are they assuming about you? What the fuck? Alright. Overall, your reality and assumptions that match up is dilettante. And it says pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Huh. You know a lot, and people assume that you don't know what you're talking about, or you might know a lot of things. You might get downloads, and people think you're lying, and maybe sometimes you do lie. So if you're lying, yeah, it says making up tales that harm others. So right now you might have been doing some fibs, right? And people are seeing that. I don't know why you're lying or what you're lying about. Sometimes we lie because we think that, you know, the truth is more painful. Sometimes we lie. I don't really know why we lie. I don't really try to lie. It's hard for me to lie. So if I feel called to lie, you can tell I'm fucking lying. And then I'm like, damn, bruh. And then everyone knows I'm fucking lying. So I'm like, bruh. But anyway, we have Saboteur, which says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So I feel like you might be that person who calls people out on their shit, but also you make up certain things. Or maybe people say you make up things, but you're calling people out on their shit. Ooh. Okay, so right now, I don't know, there's something about tales or gossip. Maybe you've been gossiping, you've been like, you know, getting entangled in people's drama. And maybe you don't want to, but it's just kind of just finding its way to you, right? And now you're kind of like, you know, why are you talking shit about people, right? When they're just trying to change their lives. And also, you're seeing people talk shit to you, and then you're like, bro, like, I'm just trying to do this. And some of you guys could be making up lies, and then some of you guys could be telling the truth. Obviously, take what resonates. So if you're lying, stop it. Anyway, and it says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Yeah, so it's like, all right, this is what it is. Your reality is that you're trying to liberate. I knew this was going to come out. You know why? Because I was focused on this, right? And I was like, oh my god, the background of this card is femme fatale. And look at the fact that femme fatale comes out. That's creepy and dope. You guys are also tapping into your divine feminine energy. You guys are tapping into your sexuality. You guys are just in a really sexual and sensual energy right now. And maybe people think that that's kind of false, think that that's not you, but that's been you. It's like you kind of dim that down, and now you're probably changing it up because you're not suppressing yourself. Maybe people like made you believe like, no, you shouldn't be sexy, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and now you're like, nah, I'm empowering myself, I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna travel where I want, I'm gonna fudge who I want, I'm gonna do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. That's funny. But I feel like People don't believe in your beliefs, and that's why people think that you are fibbing and you're lying. Some of you guys could be lying, but I don't think that a lot of you guys are. But I do feel like it's like you are saying things and people are like, and this is honest, like true things, like you're telling people, trying to help them to empower themselves and live their best life, and people are taking it as like constructive, as criticism, or you talking shit, and they think that you're making shit up. Like, nah, that's not true. Look, bully, we got bully. People think you're a bully and you're just probably blunt. People are assuming that you're a bully. Some people actually assume that you got bullied as a child too. We have friendship with animals, communications with nature spirit. You have pets. Some of you guys have pets and they assume that you're really connected, that you love animals. Some of you guys smoke. They think that you smoke. We have lover also. Some people think that you are a... Some people think you're a hoe. Oh, they think you get around. People are assuming that you fudge a lot of people because you're fine as fuck. Like, just because you're sexy as hell does not mean you gotta fuck everybody, okay? I don't know why people always assume that. But it doesn't matter if you fuck everybody anyway, because that's your business. If you want to do that, do that. You know, I'm not judging. If you want to go, do what you want to do as long as you're safe. Alright, so this wanted to flip itself over, but I'm going to acknowledge the fact that it was in reverse. So people think you're definitely connected to the divine. You have some type of special connection. People think that you're pure, even though you're... It's like, maybe this is two sets of people. Some people think you're a hoe and a bully. And some people think that you are kind, nurturing, animal lover, this peace-oriented person. I don't know. There's two sides to every story anyway, but this is what I'm seeing, guys. And also, some people feel like you can't defend yourself, and people think that you can't, yeah, people think that you can't defend yourself against bullies, for some of you guys. Okay? This is just assumptions. Let's get some more. Shall we? We shall. Okay. How we already at 14 minutes? Gosh. Alright, what is... Damn. Pile one's reality versus their assumptions. And overall, we have seen beyond. You guys are so connected and you're happy. You guys are very connected and you're very happy in reality, and people see that. People see that you're intuitive, and people might not believe it all the time, you know, because they do feel like you're a storyteller. People think that you're faking it, or they just think it's a coincidence. You know, you might say something and they're like, nah, there's no way that they would know that. How the hell would they know that? But you knew that because you received a download, you know? But people are shook by that. Some of you guys could be 30, 36, 63. So we have sacred reverence. Wow. Yeah, you guys are an earth angel. You guys are very connected to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. You love animals. You love nature. So people are actually assuming that correctly. We have divine matrix. A lot about the divine. You're very connected to source. You're very, very connected. And I feel like you're tapping into the matrix. You might be seeing 444. And you're understanding that you can mimic the energy. You're becoming a master manifester. You're starting to bloom, blossom. You're going through a glow up. And I feel like the fog is clearing and you're starting to see things clearly towards what you want to manifest. And you're understanding that, you know, the key is to have your heart open. So you're doing things that are opening your heart, and you're starting to focus on that more. We have bearing fruit. You might be actually receiving a lot of the things that you have, the seeds that you have been planting, they're growing. Look at how big this tree is. I feel like whatever you have been manifesting, it's coming like now. And look, because this reduces to a 5, 32, we have quieting the mind. So right now you're focusing on peace. You're focusing on connecting to your intuition. Building a stable and firm foundation. You might be seeing 333, 555, 444, or 777. You guys are very spiritual. Okay? And you're very connected. And then what are people seeing? We have grand symphony. Assumptions, I mean. Some of you guys could be singers, or they feel like you could be a singer. Tender embrace. They feel like you're in a relationship. Some of you guys could be 22, 27, 32, 21. Storyteller coming through again. You guys talk or something. And then we have a higher view, a higher perspective. Look at this. And we have a lot of, look at this, the key. Alright, you have the key. And that's why you're doing this, and you're seeing beyond, and you're manifesting a lot. And people know that you have the key, and you have been writing your own story. And they're assuming that you have some magic, grand, higher view to life that is making you just have an amazing, blissful, grand symphony of a life. That's magical. I love that for you guys. Oh my god. But people see, they're assuming that, you know, you could be a writer. You write music. Some people assume that you do some creative venture. You could be something in regards to talking or writing. They think that you should do that, or they're assuming that you would do that, or you like to do that, or you want to do it. They also think that you're very open to change and that you love money. They assume that you love money. Maybe you dress nice, or you have nice things, and they assume that you're bougie. They assume that you love music and that you know, you listen to music all the time. Maybe some of you do. But I feel like you guys like meditation. Maybe you listen to meditation music too. But I don't know if they're assuming that. Maybe you have that playing in the background sometimes when you do like things on social media. Like snaps or whatever else. I'm not sure. People think that you're a good parent if you are a parent. They see that you're very kind and compassionate. They also feel that you're very wise, very intuitive, and very educationed. What? The fuck? You're educated. Or that you're a teacher. You teach something. They assume that because you're so eloquent and the way you talk and the way you present yourself and how you're just a success at life that you're teaching it. And maybe some of you are, because you could be a spiritual teacher, because I was getting that. Let's get some more. Wow. You guys are powerful as fuck. Your third eye is wide open. Your heart is getting more and more full because you're healing it. Get into nature. Make sure you're getting into nature, baby. Alright, let's get some more. That's going to be the last deck. And see what is your reality verse. Now I gotta do another one. What is your reality? Okay. That was a nice one. Some of you guys are nice dancers, and they assume that you're a good dancer, maybe because your body, or because you got rhythm, or you listen to music. I don't know, but they assume that you dance, you're a good dancer. Let's see, what's your reality? What's your reality? What is your reality? Alright, you guys got an extra one. And what is your reality? I mean, no. What is, what are people assuming about you? I'm sorry. What are the assumptions that people have about you? Wild. I'm here. I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. Wow, you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna take it. Whatever. Look at this with the crown chakra. I think it's the crown chakra. I forget the symbols all the time. First quarter moon in Aquarius. We have trust in the universe. We'll get all the signs once I lay out all the cards, because there was a lot of signs in the last pile. So we're gonna see. So, what's your reality right now? Focus on the new positive. Take a breather. And we had quieting the mind, so that's confirmation right there. You're focusing on yourself, healing your emotions, focusing on the positive. We have detoxify, confirmation. You're detoxifying everything that doesn't serve you, anything that's not positive. Be proud of yourself. You're being more compassionate and caring to yourself. You're doing things that are more for a self-love oriented type of life. You know, you're being stubborn in your ways with your boundaries as well. And we says, what? We's gonna oh, that's what I was. Let me just stop. Let me put a stop to it. Work through your feelings. Sometimes I'll be saying shit and I'm like, bro, just stop. What? Why does that look so blurry? Is that... Oh, that was because it was... Alright, you know what? I'm tripping. Yeah, I do feel like you've been focusing on just doing that because I feel like you got lost in the sauce and you had no idea who you were or what you want to do, and now you're healing, you're working, you're feeling through your feelings, and you're proud of how far you came, you know? You're patting yourself on the back, and that's why you're trusting the universe. Whoo! Okay. Wow, you guys are very balanced too. You're focusing on balance. So what are the assumptions that people have to you? But you've been really taking, like, mental health is a priority and you're trying to help people too. But you're focusing on self right now and you're leading by example, and that's beautiful. So keep doing that. And we have talk less, feel more. We have go wild. That's why I said I'm a wild boy. Fucking eat I need. Oh. Yes. We have cool your emotions. We have breathe through the tension. What are you guys, angry? You were angry? We have release control. Maybe you guys got triggered because of this healing and stuff like that, and that's why you're like trying to work through your feelings, right? And maybe somebody triggered you, irritated you, and you might have popped off, or you just kind of came off angry, hot, or cold. Some of you could have came off as cold too. But anyway, so people are assuming that you're focusing on your feelings. You're releasing control because you're trusting in the universe, again with that overall energy. They see that you trust in the universe, and they see that, you know, it's a balance. Like you're focusing on peace, but then you're doing things that are fun and you're putting your true self out there. You're cool. It's like you're cooling because you're breaking through the tension of societal norms. It's like you're not afraid to be who you are unapologetically, right? You might have had fears all your life because maybe people put you down for being yourself because you're unique, and now it's like you don't give a fuck anymore and you're doing whatever you want, how you want, and people are getting like stung by it because they're like, what? And some people also might think that you're selfish, but I don't think so. I think you're choosing yourself because, you know, that's why you're taking a breather. You had to take a step back and focus on yourself and detoxify. So maybe people don't see that. That's why they're assuming it. But people feel like you're talking to them a lot less. They might be feeling like you're just like cool. Like you just don't want to associate with certain people. And they feel like, you know, there was a lot of tension and you're just breaking through because you're just cutting it off. Like I'm hearing off with her head. And you're just fucking chopping that shit. And it's done. Is done. Maybe you cut somebody off and people saw it, or people are feeling it, and that's what they're assuming now. They're like, oh, this person's too cool to talk to us now. That's assumptions as well. So just don't let that take from you because you ain't too cool. You know, you're cool enough to just choose yourself, and that's what makes you cool. Shit. Alright, so what other assumptions? What are the assumptions of people towards my pile twos? Got a big ego. Ha ha ha. Such a big ego. Ha ha ha. People assume you got a big ego, and I feel like it's just because the way you look or how talented you are, and you're probably humble. But people assume because you're confident that you're cocky. Alright? Confirmation with the High Priestess, you're psychic, intuitive, people know it. People also assume that you're pushy or that you're always in a rush. Maybe you have been focusing on calming your life down and being less combative and more compassionate. And some people who used to see you back in the day because you probably were angry and stuff like that, this could be old friends, acquaintances, exes and stuff like that. They're seeing that you changed, and they're assuming like, wow, this person is peaceful, and they're choosing to drop down their ego and not fight anymore and shit like that. They feel like you're becoming more intuitive, and even though you did have a lot of heartbreak and stuff like that, it didn't put out your fire for life, you know? People know that you got heartbroken, and they were assuming that you would have gave up, but you didn't. It actually forced you to speed up and transform and start looking at your shadows and looking at like, how could you do better, right? Because you obviously, there's always two sides to a story, but everything that I ever experienced in my life was because, you know, also myself too. Yeah. You know, if obviously there's an argument, how I react is going to dictate the continuation of this altercation. And people used to feel that you were hot, and now they're assuming because of your new beliefs and also because of who you are now and how you portray yourself that you are not a fighter anymore. You're a lover. And that's beautiful. Thank God for healing, huh? Okay. Let's get some more, guys, and see any last messages in regards to your reality versus assumptions. So what's your reality? What's your reality? Why am I not surprised that dissolving judgment came out? Oh, hearing inner guidance. Hello. Yeah. Everything's aligning. It always does. The bottom of the deck, it says allowing appreciation. And it says, the value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. People are assuming that you are super grateful, and that's why you're just winning at life. Because you're happy, you're thankful, you're full of life and love, and you're just living your best life and minding your business. So, we have hearing your inner guidance. Even though some people might feel like you're not minding your business, that's what you're trying to do, is people probably try to pull you into their business. It says, my intuition flows whenever I am still. So yeah, you are really focusing on your inner stillness and trying to heal the sadness, because we have dispelling sadness, and it says, I will feel better once I get the rest I need. Again, we had the Four of Swords in this? No, we didn't. That was another pile. But you're focusing on rest, because we had quieting the mind and then something else about meditation. Was it your card? Yeah, your levitation card. The person was in a meditation pose. So you're really focusing on your peace and meditation and stuff like that. Embracing worthiness. Yeah, because we did have proud of yourself. So you're really focusing on uplifting yourself, your confidence. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Yeah, you're overcoming the sadness of being rejected all throughout life, all the judgments that you have received, judgments dissolving. It says, I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey, right? People hurt you in the past, you know, and you always were the kind person, but also you got pushed to a point where you held in your emotions, which is now why you process everything differently, because you know if you hold everything in, you explode. Been there, so I relate. And you're really focusing on, you know, gratitude and just being happy and filling yourself with love and still feeling your emotions and letting them go. And that's what you're doing. That's where your reality is. You're healing, you're doing shadow work, and you're looking at your demons and you're accepting your demons, seeing the ones that you can throw out the trash and replace with your new demons that are really not demons. None of them are demons. You just gotta accept it. But you can call it demons, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do, but I don't know why I'm getting demons. You're letting go of your demons. But anyway, what are people's assumptions? We have growing beyond guilt, and it says, it couldn't have happened any other way. I feel like there's something that you felt guilty about, or maybe people thought that you felt guilty about, and people finally feel like you're letting go of that guilt. We have celebrating simplicity. People are assuming that you're trying to just simplify and declutter your life, your mind, your soul, which you are. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Yeah, you're cutting people off. People are assuming that you're cutting everybody off because you're choosing peace. Illuminating the truth. Yeah, you're speaking your truth, huh? Maybe that's why people think you're mean. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Yeah, your intuition is on point. You're seeing things, and people are probably like, how the hell do they know that? Processing grief. Yeah, so you went through some type of heartbreak, and people subconsciously know this. My losses prove how deeply I loved, and they see that, you know, maybe you had to break up, or maybe this had to happen. And you know, they're assuming that, you know, you're gonna be okay, but like you felt guilty about some situation, something hurt your heart, and you know, maybe you are gonna be truthful about it, or they're assuming that you're gonna tell people about it. But I feel like you might just keep that to yourself and move on. But, you know, that's just my assumption. But, you know, they're assuming that you're going to tell them about some grief, some sadness that you're going through. Because they feel like you're hurting. And you might be going through a heartbreak, and you're working through that. So I'm going to pick 2 items from the random pile of shit that I have in back of me It's not the box of shit, it's just a pile of shit. So we're gonna see what comes out. 2 things. All right. 1. Oh, I love that. And we have 2. Oh my god, that's beautiful. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. And it says, there's no need to worry about finances right now. Expect the money to show up. Your bank account may get a bump from a promotion or an offer of a better job. Invest for the long term as well. Think about how you can create a stable financial future and keep prosperity flowing. And then we have Millie Cabrera. She is a cake maker. She makes cakes on she's from New York. If you want to check out her cakes. Not sponsored. But it says miracle cake. Some of you guys got fat cheeks, y'all. I'm so sorry. Some of you got a fat ass. I'm sorry, I called it where I see it, but they really do want you to know that a miracle is coming. And some people assume that you are abundant and that you paid for your body. Okay? But Source, this is a message from Source saying that you don't have to worry about money or finances. Whatever you're about to create, maybe you guys are going to create something or make a business. Follow that because you're protected and you're receiving something that you have been working on. And because of you working on your inner world, it's reflecting and bringing you abundance into your 3D reality. So kudos to you. I just saw 3311, so that's just confirmation, bruh. But I love you guys and I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever. And I'll see you on the freaking next one. Bye. Ooh, that was rough. Hold up. Alright. Bye. Well, hello there, pile number 3. It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below and hit the little bell so that you get notified every single time that I post. If it resonates, you know, show me a comment, give me a like, subscribe if you want to, you know. And thank you to all those who have subscribed, all those of you guys, you know, supporting, commenting, and liking. I appreciate it. And anyone who, like, got a personal reading, thank you. And if you want to book a personal reading, hit the description down below. Stripper? Are you a stripper? Some of you guys could be strippers. Random. Hit the description box below, and then you can email me if you want a personal reading. What's happening right now? I already said that you guys are connected to Egypt. Did I say you guys are connected to Egypt? Some of you guys could be connected to Egypt, have gone to Egypt, want to go to Egypt, have always loved Egypt. You've probably had past lives in Egypt, and that is why, you know, if you believe in past lives. Not everyone does. But we're going to get your current energy and see if this is your pile, if it resonates, and you can continue to watch to see your reality versus people's assumptions. Because it's just fun. Why not? Because you're going to live your life. But it's just cool to know and see, like, oh, because of the reason, like, because I did this, that's why people are assuming that. And it might not be true, you know? I mean, at the end of the day, you don't have anything to prove to anybody, but it's, sometimes people are curious. I need some water. Something with the throat chakra is happening here. And I was holding this, which I forgot what this one is. It's like blue agate. Blue agate. Agate. What's happening right now? I feel like that's what you've been saying a lot recently. Like, what the F? Like, oh, you guys are sweet. I like your energy. You're just like, all right, hold on. All right, so it's there, but we're gonna deal with it. So we have Remain Everlasting, and that is a part of your current energy. We have Spellbound, Soul Alignment, Release, Protection, and this beautiful violet flower makes me think that you're intuitively choosing to end something because it doesn't align with your life, and you're being protected, you know? Interesting. Yeah. You're healing. Some of you guys could be connected to Africa, New Orleans, Egypt, like I said. Well, Egypt's in Africa. South America. Cool. And also, you guys could be into magic. Could be herbalists. I'm always that person who will say both tomato and tomato just to fuck with everybody. I shouldn't do that. Let me stop. I can't. It's just because who cares how you pronounce it? You can pronounce it however you want. As long as people understand it and know, like, everyone's like, oh, perfection. So maybe you're pushing past that and you're trying to, like, move past what society believes you should be doing. Oh, okay. I do feel like you have to speak your truth about something. Okay? Because you are kind, but maybe there's some truth that you need to speak, and intuitively you know you have to release somebody or something, and that involves you speaking your truth, right? We have levitation, higher ground, belief, mastery, and meditation. Some of you guys could be connected to another pile. And we have Hecate's Path, and it says cycle of life, night magic, crossroads, letting go. Double confirmation. So right now you're letting go, or you're figuring out, or you're thinking, because you're like, what's happening here? Like, you know intuitively you need to let go, right? You know intuitively you need to let go. Just know that your ancestors are supporting you, family, and I feel like you're going through a metaphorical death right now. You're letting go of the past, and you're changing your beliefs. Because, you know, maybe you're, again, because I was getting, like, whatever I was getting earlier, and it's coming, I don't know what it is, I can't think of it right now. But, you guys heard it, and hopefully you remember. But in regards to family, like, there was certain beliefs, or, like, you had to be a certain way, or portray yourself a certain way. And maybe you lived your life up until now like that, bound to this survival mode, bound to this false worship, this false identity, and you know, it wasn't your fault. And also, you know, don't blame anyone, it just happened the way it did, but now you're aware of it, so you can change it. You know, forgive your parents, forgive your family, heal from that, move on, because if you don't, then you're never gonna, oh, my battery's dying. If you don't move on from that, and then you'll never move on from your past. And that's what you're doing right now, is you're forgiving everything that happened. Hold on, I don't want it to die right now, like before I finish my message. I'm back and I'm better. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going through a rebirth, okay? Know that you are protected. And you have to lower your stress. Whoa. Take deep breaths and lower your stress. That's literally what stress meant to me in my mind. So that's very cool. That's also weird, but I'll take it, source. Wow, the way I've been getting my messages lately have been improving, so I'm assuming that your intuition is also improving, especially with this moon and this purple right here to me with this eye. You know, in this meditation, you've been working on it. I love it. But you're at a crossroads right now, so you're figuring out, or maybe you're like, it's like you don't want to let go, you don't want to release, but you have to surrender and let go of those beliefs. And it's like you do want to. You're supported by the divine, and you're receiving a lot of messages, just so you know. A lot of messages. And that's what's happening right now. But I feel like you're finding peace in releasing and letting go, and you're starting a new cycle of life. So if that resonates with you, and you're probably receiving a lot of delays, especially since like I had 2 delays, like my throat chakra thing, and then fucking had to change my battery. A lot of interruptions, okay? It's because you're not being honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself in regards to, you know, being humble, being kind, and speaking your truth in a loving manner. Okay, I don't know, maybe you're harsh with words sometimes. Anyway, anything else before we jump into it? So if that resonates, you can stick around and see. Some of you guys like hats, or you wear nice big fluffy hats. I'm seeing a hat. So you guys like witch hats? You could be a witch too. Okay. That's cool. My clairvoyance has been like working. I've always had it and it just hasn't been really activated, and it's starting. And I love it. It's cool. Like, I've always had it, and sometimes I'll be like, I'll see this and I'll see that, but now I'm like I'm seeing, baby. So maybe you're seeing something clearly, and that's why you're releasing and letting go. So this is gonna be your reality. Maybe characteristics, archetypes, just this is your reality, whatever I'm gonna get, okay? I'm gonna read it really intuitively with you guys. And I don't know why I felt called to say that. That's weird. You guys are intuitive as fuck, bro. What's up, my psychics, my empaths, my star seeds, my earth angels, gang, 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 divinity gang. Let's get our powers and unite. The fuck? If you want to connect, comment down below. Let's go. Now you're connecting with new people who are like-minded, though. That's a message coming through. So let's see. What the heck? I feel like you guys are so confused, or maybe people assume that you are just confused because you got a lot of chaos going on and you haven't been moving, and they're like, what? They must be confused and not know where to go. Random. Anyway, what are people's assumptions about you? Assumptions. Stop spreading those rumors around. You're the talk of the town, I see. Alright, heartbreaker. Some people assume that you are a heartbreaker, but I think that you kind of just have firm and strong boundaries. And it says stealing money, creative ideas, affection, and others' power you think you lack. Some of you guys may feel as though, like, you know, you have to do things the way others do, and people think that, you know, you are stealing ideas, but you have your own ideas. You're just scared to put them out, you know? You're scared people are gonna rip your heart out if you put your true intentions out there, but I think you just need to do it. Anyway, so let's get your reality right now. We have mother. It says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Again, I did get this sweet energy. You guys are sweet, caring, loving. Some of you guys could be mothers, or you're a mothering person. You're in your divine feminine energy. You're just really caring and compassionate. You're really good with children and animals. We have virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. A lot about your heart. There's a lot of hearts. We got the heart right here and then the heart over here. You're very pure, you're very innocent, and you're hoping. You have hope because you're healing from something. Maybe someone hurt your heart. And we have Don Juan. It says spotlights your positive seductive qualities. Y'all are smoother than cream cheese. You guys are sexual beings who are very sensual and very sexy. Let's be honest, you're just sexy. You're smooth, you're romantic, you're charming, you're very attractive. Yeah. And we have alchemist, and it says transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Yeah, you're trying to transform your life, and you're trying to become an alchemist of your life. So you're focusing on setting pure intentions and giving birth to new life. You're tapping into your divine feminine, and you're attracting things, which is why some people might feel like because you're tapping into your divine feminine, you're very attractive right now. People might think you're seducing them. Some people might think that, just so you know. But you are very, very in your divine feminine. You're very seductive and also very attractive to not only just like things that you love, but also things that you need to be careful about. So just be aware of that. And let's see. People got trickster, and it says manipulating others through duplicity. See, there it is. They think you're seducing them. You're like trying to like get people like, oh my god, just because you're attractive doesn't mean that you're trying to seduce people or trying to mess with everybody. It's like how people, like, this is a random example, but like, say a straight guy is like automatically offended if some gay man talks to him, and I'm like, why are you offended? Do you assume that this person even finds you attractive? Like, just because they're gay, not all gay men find you attractive. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of energy. Random. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Alright, people are assuming that you are needy because you're just pure, you're just manifesting, you're allowing people to give you what, you know, you deserve. You're easily, like, everything's getting done for you. The universe is working for you, and people are assuming that you are just seducing people and stealing people's hearts to get what you want. Oh my god. What the fuck? We have orphan, and it says feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking an appropriate surrogate families. So people think that you're immature. People think that you're trying to trick people into saving you by playing some type of orphan or some type of sad card, which some of you guys actually might have been orphaned. Hold on one second. Alright, pile 3. Enough with the interruptions. Let's finish this. Finish it. We also have damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Yeah. So people also assume that you might, you know, do a lot. You're very helpful too, you know, you help people. You might be always, you know, providing wisdom and stuff like that, but people still feel like you might be a damsel. You might be a damsel in distress. People also assume that you, like, take great pride in your hair and, like, your clothes and your looks so that you can, again, you know, that'll inspire others. They're like saying, like, you inspire others, motivate others with your looks. They assume that you really take great pride in your looks to use it for manipulation, which is wild. Just because you're smoother than cream cheese, you're very seductive, and this might have something to do with something in your chart. Like, this could just be you. Like, this is just the way you are, you know? Your body looks good, or like you just have that that confidence to you, or your sacral chakra is very very open, you know, like aligns, but like, I don't know. You guys are just sexy, and people think that you use your sex appeal to get and do whatever it is that you want. You're a heartbreaker. People assume that you're a heartbreaker. That's what's going on. Angel. Oh, 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 oh. They do think you're an angel, though. But they feel like you're trying to trick them, even though you are really kind and caring and empathetic and so beautiful. But let's get some more. Alright, what else can we get? Pile number 3. Tree, baby. Pile 3, what's the reality? Pile 3's reality. And assumptions people have about them. What are the assumptions people are making about them right now? Okay. Okay. Why am I getting in that? Okay. Some of you guys might be going viral. I'm getting that. Or just like really out there. We have storyteller. Okay. Some of you guys could be writers, creatives, I'm getting. You're telling your own story because you understand that you are the key to your fulfillment, right? But I also feel like people love to hear your stories. Everything that you say, they take into consideration, you know, because, I mean, you are wise, but again, they do feel, you know, you be trying to manipulate people so they feel like maybe you tell stories to get what you want. I don't know. But I feel like you're telling your own story, and it might be triggering people. So we have close encounters. Closing out a cycle, I see. We have body and soul. Tender embrace. That's you. You might be seeing 222, 555, 1010, 444. And we have feeling the world. Alright, so you guys right now are trying to ascend, connect to your body and soul. You're kind of distancing yourself from people because you're trying to create your own story and trying to like close out cycles, but you're still being kind and you're still compassionate to the ones that you care about and the ones that you love, you know. But I do feel like you are looking to explore, expand, and travel and do what lights you up right now. And you're trying to figure out what is fulfilling of you, what fulfills you, because you want to create a story that's going to fit with you, you know. I feel like you've been through a lot. You have a lot of divine protection around you. Like, angels are like super there for you. You have a lot of deities. Maybe you work with deities. I don't know, but if you do just do some offerings, okay? Or for your ancestors, do some offerings for your ancestors. But yeah, so you're focusing on healing your mind, your body, and your soul, and you're seeing who really deserves your energy, because you're like a precious gem, and you're like, not everybody deserves my tender love and embrace, okay? Like, I ain't feeling this whole world, so that's what's happening. That's your reality right now. We have beautiful uncaging. What is this? Like, we have this butterfly outside of the cage, and then we have beautiful uncaging. We have a deep breath. Could be seen 777. Heavy 555. We have quieting the mind. Right under a deep breath. Has to go right there and broken open with this other meditation pose. Okay, so maybe you guys are doing a lot of healing, maybe yoga, meditation. You're doing a lot of spiritual practices, and a lot of people do see this right now. And they're realizing that you're trying to tell yourself a different story. You're the key to your happiness. We have this key with keyhole, another keyhole inside the heart, right? You're like, okay, my heart is the key to my happiness. I have to break past these patterns, right? And that's what you're doing. You're breaking past certain patterns, right? Some of you guys could be 28, 32, 30, 37. You're breaking past these patterns, 22. And it's like, people see that. People see that you're expanding. People see that you're focusing on peach. Peach? What? Maybe you got cake? Oh, yeah, you guys are seductive and sexy, so most of you guys got a... Yeah, a big bum. Let me stop. Anyway, moving on. But you guys are, also people feel like you're caging yourself up. You know, you're not really putting yourself out there like you should be. You're not shining your light yet. They know that you have the potential to tell your story and the potential to really go out there, and I feel like it's about to start happening because you probably have been working on it and stuff like that. So these are probably people who don't really see you, but they know that you're talented, but they haven't seen like any results yet, or like, I don't know, something like that. And now it's starting to happen because you're starting to, like, you know, pull your energy back and just focus on yourself and grinding, and people are seeing like, oh my god, like, I don't know, I just feel like you have a peaceful energy. People just assume because you bring them peace that you just have peace within you. But you're probably just a healer, a light worker. But they feel your peaceful ass energy. And they also feel like, they assume that you're just woke. You're just woke. Woke, and you love all. And you have stories for days. People assume because of everything that you went through, you probably have stories for days too. Let's get some more. Pile 3's reality versus their assumptions. Pile 3's reality, and then assumptions. Overall, we got be humble and believe in good luck. Believe in your good luck. People think you're lucky. People also feel like you're humble. You're creative. And that's the thing with, like, you're not like seeing your true power or something like that. I feel like people know you have a lot more potential than you're doing right now. But you're kind of just quieting your mind and trying to like revamp. It's like you're taking a pause before all this change comes in. It's like you're in your cocoon, and people don't understand that, but you know. Anyway, so we have attend to details. Yeah, you're focusing on your inner world right now, and that's why you're hermit, and people are assuming like you're just like, I'm too good to be with you. You know you are loved. It's not funny, but I don't know, it was funny the way it sounded. Alright, anyway. We have shine. Yeah, you're about to start putting yourself out there. And we have speak your world into being. Yeah, you guys are focusing on manifesting. And the thing is, we have to surrender when we manifest. So that's probably what you're doing, which is why you're healing your inner world. Because when you have to surrender, you get triggered in regards to things that you might feel like you're going to lose and stuff like that. So that's why you have to do some inner child healing when you're trying to manifest things, or worthiness healing. So that's what you're doing right now. You're focusing on self-love. You're focusing on the details that you need to of your life, because you're trying to speak your world. Also, you're being more aware of how you talk to yourself, and you're being kinder to yourself, you know. And yet you're still shining. Even though you are humble, you are still shining. Beautiful. And let's get people's assumptions about you. We have keep your heart open. There it is. You guys are loving. We have take a breather. Didn't we have, oh my god, look at that. You guys are so peaceful. They just feel like, also they assume that, like, I don't know, you always go hermit. They just assume in order to like keep your heart open and stuff like that, you always go take a breather. You need to take a break. You take breaks often. Be proud of yourself. They assume that you're very proud of yourself for healing and opening your heart, and focus on the positive. They assume that you always, no matter what is going on, because I feel like you have your shit together, and they assume, like, you know, you take a breath and then you're like, all right, I'm going to focus on the positive of the situation, take control, do what I can, and I'm not going to stress about what didn't go right. I'm going to be proud of myself for how I handled the situation, how I kept my heart open, how I felt the emotions, how I did whatever I needed to do, accomplished everything with a calm and clear mind, and I held it together, baby. People think you're very, you know, proud of yourself, and yet you're humble. Some of you guys, some people actually might get triggered and think that you're not humble, because you might be really confident, and that might trigger a lot of people, but it's because you love yourself. Like, you don't take anyone's bullshit, so that might trigger people, and they might think that you're conceited or something like that. People assume that you might be conceited based off of your self-love and your ability to just cut off people. Alright, anyway, and because you look good, so people just assume you're conceited. Jeez. So any signs that we have Virgo, we have heavy Libra, we have Leo, heavy Leo, Gemini, Taurus, and Sagittarius and Cancer. Yeah. Alright. Want some more. Let's get some more information. What the fudge is your reality versus people's assumptions about you? Alright, so pile number 3. What is your reality? No, I'm not even gonna get your reality. We see your reality. What are people's assumptions about you? We got the Knight of Swords in reverse. We got the Tower in reverse. We got the Two of Cups in reverse. Got the Hermit in reverse. Reverse, reverse. Okay, we have 2. We have a Wise One, which is the Hierophant, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot, huh? People assume that you are a player. People assume that you won't ever change your ways. People assume that you are impulsive, that you'll just jump from relationship to relationship. People assume that, I'm all thinking I'm a lion in this straight, but it's not straight on the camera. People assume that you guys are straight. Some people. Some of you guys could be actually gay or bi. Take that if it resonates, obviously, you know. People also assume that you get stressed out because you're so different, because you guys are different. You're very noticeable. You're very unique, very sexy, very alluring. And people assume that you get stressed out from all this attention, which some of you guys probably do. But, yeah. People assume that you are in your player ways, that you will leave anybody out in the cold and just run away. And then they also feel like sometimes you can't let go, or they can't let go. People assume that people can't let go of you because you're so successful, you're so beautiful, handsome, you have it all, but people think that because you have it all, that you think you can get it all and get whatever you want. Maybe you do, but people feel like it's also in like a malicious, like entitlement kind of way, or like I'm gonna seduce everybody. Like there's something about seduction that's very, because you look good. Pretty privilege. That's what it is. I'm getting that kind of vibe. So people think that you got pretty privilege and that all you gotta do is bat your eyelashes and everybody's like, Pal 3, take this, take it. And maybe that happens and it's not even your intention, you know, because whatever, shit happens, you know. People like to spoil people who look good, and that's the way it happens sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But also it's your energy, because you have taken care of your energy, and when you have a beautiful energy, you look more beautiful to the world. You also attract more miracles and abundance, so that's probably what's happening, and people don't understand that, and that's why they're assuming all this shit. Life gives you lemons, you make beef stew. Andy Milanakis? The fuck? Alright. And let's get some closing messages in regards to this wild ass freaking reading. Sheesh. Oh, wasn't I getting that? I was getting stop spreading those rumors around. So you're definitely the talk of the town. Everybody wants to talk about you. Everyone's all up in your business. All up in your tea. You want to know who you dating, who you effing, and all this shit, because you fine. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Some people assume you got a sugar daddy, and you might just be abundant, but people might assume you got a sugar daddy, sugar mama. Oh my god. Scandalous. Scandalous. Also, people think that you do scandalous things to make money using your body. And some of you guys might. Well, who cares? If you got an OnlyFans, live your life, alright? Some people assume you have an OnlyFans just because of the way you look. Okay? But let's get last closing messages in regards to your reality and people's. We had a flipper. People's assumptions about you. What are people's assumptions about you? Okay. People do assume that you are very psychic and very connected. And it says, bottom of the deck is illuminating the truth. People assume that you're honest and truthful and bluntful. It says, I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. People assume that no matter what is going on, if you feel like you're not getting exactly what you want, you're dipping. Some people might call you a brat and assume that you're a brat just because you have strong boundaries. So, for your reality right now, it's unhooking the past. There is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. You have no regrets right now. You're like, you know what? I had to do what I had to do. Honoring adversity. Some of you guys were in survival mode and you're breaking out of that because that's why you're quieting your mind. You're finding peace. Your inner world is calm and now your outer world is reflecting that, because we did get that with, yeah. A fire reveals a path of renewed direction. Once the burning is complete, yeah, you're in a rebirth. Honoring adversity. You went through some hardship that hit you. You had a glow up and you came out stronger. And it says cultivating courage. And it says, in any given moment, I always know exactly what to do. Scoozy. Excusey. Yeah, you are very, very courageous in your actions right now, and you're taking inspired action because you're trusting your third eye. You're trusting your guidance, your intuition, and it says, I am willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. Like, you are looking at life through a different lens, and you're really manifesting, and you're really connected to source, and you're very divine. And people are assuming that, like, you do some worship and shit, or some people think you're into some occult crazy shit, you know, because you're just so magical, but you just might just be spiritual. Like, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Assumptions. Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. People think that you kind of are selfish, and some people think that you are selfless, but majority rules. A lot of people do think that you are selfish, that you always choose yourself, and like you'd rather stay by yourself. You're a loner, lone wolf. And they assume that because of the pain that you went through. And you learned, and you're wise, and you saw things, and you saw people for who they are, and now people kind of feel like you don't want to open up to anybody now because of your past. Soothing impatience, and it says there is nothing to do but wait. Some people think that you're very impatient, that, you know, you are always in a rush. Balancing the brain, and it says I can be and do all at once. People, again, with that piece, they're assuming like you're just a being, like a light being, like you are balanced, you are like able to take action, but you rest. It's like you have it all, bro, and people are just like, who the fudge is this? We have hearing inner guidance. Look at that. And my intuition flows whenever I am still. With that stillness right there, people are assuming that you are you are Zen, you are Buddha, you are always meditating. Like, people just assume that you are peaceful. And I feel like you'll still defend yourself, even though, like, even if, you know, if it came down to it, you would fight to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? And again, some people were getting that, like, damsel in distress. Like, you wouldn't, you know. But I don't think you would have to fight because you're just that bee, and someone would probably come to your rescue in a heartbeat. And not even because of no damsel in distress shit, because you're just an amazing being and nobody wants to see you get hurt, and they want to protect you. But anyway, let's get a couple things from my random pile of stuff. See if we can get any random messages that Source wants to tell you. I don't know what's gonna come out. First, we have the lab. So Source wants you to really get focused and start training and start studying, or start honing in on your craft, getting in the lab. Okay, I'm getting, like, you know, when you're working on things, you're trying to discover something, discover new talents. They want you to focus on that, focus on your intuitive nudges, like what you want to really create right now, what you feel guided to do. Follow that. And we also have Repel. Says Kohosh. I can't. But again, you do need to make sure that you are focusing on your craft and just continue repelling any negative energies that you have towards yourself as well as other people, because not everybody has the highest interest for you. But It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. Sorry for all the delays. Even though it didn't hit you, you're fine. I love you guys. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all. I hope that this helped you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. What's up, Pow 4? It's your girl Drea, and this is the Owl's Intuition. How are ya? How you doing, baby? So, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button over there and hit the little bell so you get notified every single time that I post. If you feel called to, you know, give me a thumbs up, shoot me a comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can hit up my email in the description box, and that's how you'll do it. So there was something about strawberries. Some of you guys might like strawberries a lot. Also a past loved one, something about strawberries, and then there was a past loved one that's coming through. They might like jelly, strawberry jelly. That's so random. What the fuck? If that resonates, comment down below, because I feel like that was specific for somebody. But that's confirmation this is your pile. Jeez. Random. So we're gonna get your current energy. Oh no. Oh, they also wanted to let you know that you are protected. That's what it is. Maybe you're going through a hard time and you might not see the end of the tunnel, but they're like, it's coming. It's coming. I got you. It's coming. All right, that's deep and heavy. Can we get a ding? Bam! All right, so Pile 4, last but never least, what's going on? How are you? Maybe you need to ask yourself that question, like, how are you? How do you feel? And you need to feel those feelings and cry it out if you need to. Wow, I feel like there's a lot of emotion in this pile. An ocean of emotions. Ocean of emotions. All right. What the hell? Okay, so we're going to get your current energy. And we have Hollowed Heart. And it says drawing down the sun. No autofocus. Okay. And they say the ocean's muse, water's wisdom, intuition, hermit's light, discovery. Interesting. You might have discovered something. Some truth about a fear that you had. Because you're getting vulnerable with yourself. That's why those emotions coming through. Or you need to get vulnerable with yourself, right? And look at this. It says protection, ritual, lesson, simplicity. That's confirmation that you guys are very protected. 3-3. You guys might be seeing 3-3-3, 2-2-2. Yeah, definitely 3-3-3. Some of you guys could be 30, 33, 34, 22, 24, 26. Whoa. So what's going on? Your current energy right now is you're trying to discover who you are through your intuition. You're tapping into your magic. You're trying to live a better, simpler life. So you're trying to add new habits and get rid of old habits that didn't serve you, right? You're doing things that make you happy. And you're just trying to discover more of the things that make you happy. You're diving deep into your soul, your heart, focusing on peace, trying to clear out the clutter. Maybe some of you guys are decluttering, or you're trying to move, or you're just cutting people off, or you're just like learning lessons and you're like moving on from it easily and effortlessly. I feel like you're taking a lot of action, especially with this divine masculine, the sun energy, you know? It's like you're seeing things, you're trusting your intuition, that guidance, and then you're applying the lessons that you have already learned, and based off those lessons you're gonna get like really honest with yourself and take the necessary steps. I'm getting hot right now. Maybe some of you guys are angry about something. What are they angry about? Some of you guys could be angry and you need to get grounded, but you also are very magical. But some of you guys could be angry at your mother, or you could be a mother who's angry at your child. Take it as it resonates, but I was getting that anger. You know. You guys are very talented though. Very powerful alchemists. Alright, so we're gonna get your reality right now versus people's assumptions about you. Because why not? Let's see what's going on. So this is going to be your reality, what you're going through right now, how you're acting, what you're projecting into the world, etc., etc. Okay, you got an extra card. And let's get people's assumptions about you. People's assumptions about my pile number 4s. We got martyr. Learning to transcend nature of service to oneself or a cause. You're definitely all about service. Some of you guys could be a Virgo. You're just always willing to bend over backwards for a lot of people, and people see that. Some people feel like, you know, you're addicted to helping people. You could be a people pleaser, and maybe you're working through that and trying to get out of that. But let's get your reality. We have thief, and it says sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. You're very original. You hold a lot of cards. You hold a lot of talents. We have smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. That could relate to the fact that there was this anger that I felt towards like a mother figure or something like that. Or just between a child and a mother. Or it could be siblings, cousins, I don't know. Or someone that you is like a divine feminine or someone maternal. Okay. We have king. And it says excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Could be a very you could be going through someone who's very controlling and feels entitled to you. Maybe that's where this martyring thing comes in. And I feel like also people around you could be seeing that as well. Okay? Obviously just take it as it resonates. We have athlete, and it says dedication to transcending. We have transcending twice. Transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Okay, you guys are very intuitive, and you're taking action. And it says withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Funny with this martyrer, right? It's like maybe you started helping people and doing other things which made you stray away from somebody who you were very connected to, kind of like a mother figure or just someone you were very close to, because it doesn't have to be a mother, but a lot of you guys it is. And you know, you have a lot of things that you need to do, and a lot of work that you need to do for yourself right now. And because you were hermit mode and some of you guys could be hermit mode because you're fearing all this judgment that you might have also been getting from family members and friends and stuff like that because of the path that you're going down. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. But it's like, don't fear this, okay? Just don't. Like, you gotta put your true, honest self out there. You gotta set boundaries. You gotta focus on yourself. Just do that for you, baby. So, what people are assuming about you, we says, oh my goodness. Angel, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. We have monk or nun, and it says negative judgment of the physical world, excess pity. That's not pity though. I'm seeing pity over self-pity, addiction to self-pity, and then excess piety. I don't know. We have destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life. And it says divine child, innocence, purity, redemption, suggests a connection with the divine. Alright, so people are assuming that, damn, you are going through it, or were going through it, which you kind of are in regards to somebody. So they are correct. They are assuming that you're going through something, and they're assuming that you're still trying to portray this angelic being, which you are still, but they're like talking about how like you're not showing your emotions, But you are innocent. It's like some people think that you're not innocent and that you're just acting this way and cutting people off due to pity. They're thinking you're doing it for attention and stuff like that. But literally, you're trying to cut off people because you see that certain people are just not meant to be in your life. This is destructive. This is not good energy for me. I am pure. I'm connected to the divine. I'm cutting off people because I'm trusting my divine intervention. This is like divine intervention, but I'm trusting my divine guidance, okay? And but I do feel like because you're cutting people off, especially people who felt entitled to your energy, it's triggering a lot of people, and they do feel like you're judgy, and people are assuming you're judgmental, you think you're too good for people, and that you will release anybody, and you're always down to start a new life, and you think you're pure, which you are pure. Some people actually do see your purity and think you're very loving and caring. So there's like two separate sides. This could be a specific person who thinks this, or there's like a group of people who think like you're this like person who's trying to be like angelic, but they really think you're like a demon. And yeah, that's what I'm getting. Alright, moving on, because that was intense. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do a little ding. Let's get some more though. Assumptions versus reality. Okay. Assumptions and reality. One more. Overall, we have close encounters. Yeah, people think that you're caging yourself off, that you're ending cycles, you're cutting people off, and you're transforming, and you're tapping into your true creative ventures. And you might actually be, yeah, and you're like trying to shine your light and, you know, be more creative, and you're growing into something big, and people see that. And also you're starting to see that too, but you might feel caged in because of this judgmental thing. People think you're judgmental, but they're actually judging you, and you feel that judgment, and you need to fight that fear of judgment, because everyone's gonna have something to say always, no matter what you do. And as long as you're doing what makes you happy, fuck it. So we have healing the heart. Yeah, there's some type of pain going on in your life, and people do know about it. We have roots of abundance. That's beautiful. It's a good twist. 23. Some of you guys could be 23, 22. We have great in full. Could be seeing 444, 222, 333. And we have beyond ordinary. You could be seeing 999. Something is coming to an end. Alright, so you're understanding that you are not ordinary, right? That's why you felt so caged, because you're so different. And now you're filling your cup up, healing your heart, and now you're manifesting abundance, okay? That is what's happening right now. I love that. You're not worried about anybody else. I feel like you're like, I'm gonna cut these people off. You know, you've been stressed and you've been hurt, and now you're letting that go and you're moving forward, which is why you're also caging your energy, okay? You know, you're healing your heart, you're raising your vibration, you're trying to embrace yourself. You know, you've been put through a lot. You deserve this time alone. So we have your assumptions, great big love, time machine. I wish I had a time machine. A tall tale. And the uncharted sea. Alright, so people are assuming that you are going through an awakening. Especially if they're spiritual, they're assuming that you're going through some type of awakening and healing and stuff like that. And trying to reopen your heart. People also are assuming that you don't have time for them. They're assuming that you don't have time for them, that you will make up lies in order to do what you feel you need to do. They also feel that you are just like living in your own world, your own island, floaty, imagine-y, like you're just trying to just escape. People are assuming that you're just trying to escape. And yeah, some of you guys could be 26, 35, 46. But they definitely do feel like they're assuming that you have some big plan, because they see you moving. They see that you're doing something. They see that you are standing tall, standing in your power, or trying to, you know, on your own 2 feet. Because I'm seeing like Bambi, like standing up like a baby deer. It's not Bambi, right? But it's like a baby deer. Some of you guys have a past loved one who's reaching out, like a mother or grandmother or something like that. Just trying to, like, they're with you, they're supporting you, they're sending you love, they're in your heart, they're trying to rub your back, like they're just, you might feel them, smell them, see something that reminds you of them. That is a sign from source saying that they're there with you. But people definitely see that you're going to the beat of your own drum and that you're creating your own thing. You kind of don't also, people assume that you're always like gonna be like on your own time. Like you don't really have regard for people's times. Like, I ain't got time for that. Okay. Let's get some more. What else can you tell us, please? Alright. What is pile 3's reality? Verse assumptions. Overall, we have lighten up. Some people feel you need to lighten up because you take things too seriously, but some of you guys are just grinding and trying to go after your goals. Or some people think that you are so carefree. So take what resonates, because I feel like there's 2 sides, you know? There's 2 different like sides to people, because some people, it's like with you guys, it's either people they love you or they hate you. There's like no in between. It's not like, it's just like you have like a very distinct, very assertive, very out there personality that is an acquired taste. So it's either they like you or they don't, you know? I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So let's see what your energy it is. It says focus on the positive. We got embrace the flow of life. We got step into your power. And we have forgive. Alright, so right now you're trying to focus on the positive of a certain situation. You're trying to go with the flow. I mean, you're aggravated, but still you're like trying to forgive, you know? Because you're like, alright, regardless of how this is affecting me emotionally, it's not that serious. I'll be over it. I'm getting like don't sweat the small stuff kind of vibes, you know? So it's kind of like you're dancing around this. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna dance it off, baby. Like it's just you're not gonna be sad. You don't want to be sad anymore. You want to work with life and not fight life. So that's why you're embracing the flow and you're learning to forgive those who hurt you, focusing on the positive, learning the lessons that you need, and continuing to step into your true power. Well, let's see any more assumptions from peeps. What are these peeps assuming? We got take a reality check. So people are assuming that you just had a reality check, maybe in regards to funds, spending habits, just life in general. Release control. That matches up with this yeah, especially with this focus on the positive. Whatever you're going through, they know that you're going through something, and they're like, damn, that must be a reality check for pile number 4. And then they also see like, damn, nah, he or she is still focused on their peace. Like they are like embracing the flow of life. And it says opening up to change. People are like, you're embracing change. Even if this shit ain't like that good, you believe in your good luck. Look at that. Wow. All the work that you have been doing is reflecting into your outer world, and everything that you're doing is matching up. Like people are seeing that you're trying to lighten up about some situation that you have no control over, and you're just like, you know what, it is what it is. I forgive it. I forgive myself for allowing it, and I'm just gonna move on and I'm gonna change. The most I can do is just accept the fact that I'm sorry, it's been blurry this whole time, that I have to change. I have to change, and I'm creating my own luck. People think you're super lucky though. And some of you guys could be Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Gemini, Heavy Sag, and Aries or Pisces. But yeah, people are assuming that you are like about to like do some drastic change. Like you're going through this shit and you're gonna come out and you're just gonna like come out a whole different person. Revamped, renewed, and ready to take on the world, baby. Wow. Okay. What else can we get? Tarot. What are people's assumptions about pile number 4? Assumptions people make about pile 4. I got the World in reverse. You have the Tower in reverse. That's a contradiction right there, but isn't life full of contradictions? It's like some people see that you can change and you're always changing and adapting, and some people think that you're stuck in your ways. Because it's like you have very strong values and very strong beliefs, right? About certain things, and also it's like you're just really well balanced, and people are confused about that. They think you're like a walking contradiction. Like first they're salty, first they're sour, then they're sweet, because I'm seeing the Sour Patch Kid who cut off that girl's hair in freaking that commercial from a while ago. If you know, you know. Some of you guys might not know what that is about, but some of you guys do. What else? 3 of Coins and the 10 of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Overall, people are assuming that you are mysterious. You don't want to tell anyone your feelings. And people are assuming that your heart is closed. You have boundaries up, and honestly, you're only going to accept... you only have a couple friends. It's like you're exclusive. People assume that you're exclusive. That, you only work with certain people. Like, you are that B. Okay? People also feel that even if you don't succeed in certain things that you were trying to change and take action towards, even if there are blocks and delays, you still don't give up towards chasing what you love and going after what you love. People assume that you're very driven, very focused, and you're just a go-getter. People assume that you're confident. And again, I'm getting that like you're very fixed in your ways. People also assume that you heal very quickly, and you don't really, you might get stabbed in the back and you'll forgive, but you never forget. But like, because again, with that heart, like you're it's like you heal, but then once you heal, like you're not like, you just, that's it. Like once somebody betrays you, they assume that's it, probably because they've seen like people betray you and you just cut them off and just dead that cycle. So people assume like, damn, don't fuck with pile 4 because they'll cut you off with a swiftness. But people are definitely assuming that you are transforming because of this hardship, this adversity, and you're gonna put your crown back on, and they're assuming that you're gonna rebuild and carry yourself back up, and you have support of certain people who are in your exclusive circle who support you and they're there with you. And I also assume that you're very unique, and that your friends are probably unique, or the people that you spend time with are very unique too. Anything else? Yeah, there's a lot about transformation and about like, I don't know, people assume also that maybe you overwork too much, or you're always drained sometimes. Maybe sometimes people catch you at times where like or maybe you guys work too hard and shit and you need to take more breaks, and people assume that you're always tired. Some of you guys could have bags under your eyes because you ain't sleeping right, because you could be overthinking or stressed about certain things, having insomnia, okay? Because things aren't going as fast as you want. You're losing patience and you feel like lack and stuff. So people are seeing that and feeling that. If you feel that, people are assuming that something's going on. You know, people are assuming that whatever this is that's happening is affecting your the way that you view yourself. Like, you're still out here manifesting things, but they also feel like that you're still unhappy because maybe something happened and it caused you stress. Okay. We're gonna get some last messages and then some random message from source that they just want you to know from the pile of stuff I got back of me. We'll get like 2 things from there. But let's see. Assumptions. What's reality for pile 4? Yep, transforming tragedy. There was something that happened. People know about it too, clearly. And they're assuming you're gonna heal from it, which you will. Because you always did and you always will. People assume you're very strong. Very strong. You've been through a lot of hardships and you're very wise. You learned from everything that you went through. Alright, assumptions, please, for pile 4. Why was that so hard? Alright, overall, people think you're very intuitive. And it says, anchoring the light. People think you're a light. Every room that you walk into, people assume that you're gonna be the life of the party, probably because you are. Okay, people assume that everybody loves you, even though, again, I think this was the pile that had the acquired taste. Like, people either love you or hate you. People hate that they love you. Okay, so yeah. All right, you don't want to stay? I don't want to stay. Yeah, you just be out, bro. You ain't taking nobody's shit because you know your worth. I love that. That's the kind of energy we need out here. Alright. So, your current energy, we have inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Seems as though you are very inspirational right now. You are giving out compliments like crazy. You are obviously just providing people with guidance. You're taking action towards yourself. You're feeling your power. And it says, what is this? Polishing my heart. Feeling is a power that helps me heal. You're feeling your emotions. You're feeling the pain that you're feeling and you're letting it go. You're working through it. And that is inspiring others. You're not letting whatever tragedy that happened here, if there's a loss or anything like that, I'm sorry, because I feel there is a loss. Transforming tragedy. And it says, loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. Yeah, you're working through it. You're healing. Uncovering confidence. And now you're rebuilding yourself and you're stepping into your true Empress energy. It's not going to be easy, but you are doing it. I am the missing puzzle piece. Why did I say missing puzzle piece? Missing piece that completes the puzzle of the universe. Oh, that's probably why. Because I saw puzzle. So I was like, the puzzle piece. The puzzle piece. I was assuming. I feel like people are assuming shit about you and you're still making moves and doing your own thing. And you're still having confidence in yourself. Like, you're in your own world and you're in your own bubble. And you know what? People got something to say about that. And you're trying not to stress about it because you're like, you know what? It is what it is. Me stressing about this ain't going to do nothing for my health. And I just saw 1222. Alright, so what are people assuming about you? We have encountering conflict. And it says, I don't choose sides. I take a stand. People assume that you're very fair because honestly, you've been through a lot. You've seen things. You've done things. You're very balanced. Like, I'm not saying you're no angel or anything, but you might have done some shit. Everybody got a past. It is what it is. And it's funny because we have unhooking the past and people are seeing that maybe you had a lot of conflict, a lot of fights, a lot of drama in your life, and you're letting that go. And people are seeing that there is nothing to regret when I learned from my past. Yeah, you're learning from your past. You're very wise and people are seeing your wisdom and they're like, wow, this person didn't let all this tragedy, all this adversity, all this harm that came to them, all this that closed their heart. Even though you guys are still kind of cold towards people still see your light. And you're slowly healing again. I feel like something recently happened that might have closed your heart, which is why you went through that. And now it's like you're coming back out. Embracing worthiness. Yeah. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body and it feels amazing. Some of you guys went through a breakup too. Could have been like a real breakup. Like you've been a divorce or somebody you've been with like for how long. I just saw 1333. And people were like, whoa, they broke up. what? That's crazy. And that could be what you're healing from as well. Take it as it resonates. And we have amplifying abundance, and it says abundance is my birthright and I receive it now. People also assume that you are very abundant and that usually you're always very happy, and even though you went through this, you're still gonna make it through. You're gonna embrace yourself, you're gonna put your crown back on, and you're gonna go after the bag. Okay, damn, you guys are go-getters for real. But people are assuming you're not going to let this hardship hold you back from receiving the abundance, the happiness, and the joy and the fulfillment. You know, you're going to heal from this and you're going to move forward, because, you know, a lot of tragedy will happen and continue to happen all throughout your life, but that doesn't mean you should stop living it. Alright, so let's get 2 things from the pile of shit I got going on over here. Whoa. Pile of shit. Pile of shit. Okay. What the fuck? Alright. No, that's too much. So I'll take this one. Aw, it's a birthday card. But this is the heart chakra, right? So you need to just continue focusing on healing your heart and working on your intuition, because we have this, you know, amethyst right here. Also, sources coming to tell you that you are supported, and they want you to focus on peace, balance, and empowering yourself and empowering others while you do the same. And we also have with a thankful heart. They also want you to focus on using gratitude, continuing to be unapologetically you, because you are amazing and beautiful and you inspire people so much. So keep doing what you're doing. People are so grateful just to know you, and they kind of want to get close to you, and you have these assumptions. They're like assuming that, you know, you're standoffish, but deep down you do want connection. So it's okay. You can open up your heart. You just have to use your discernment. You're not going to get hurt again. It's okay. And if you do, you know, it just proves how deeply that you loved, because people will always, the thing is that life is always gonna change, okay? But I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing day, night, or whatever, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.